Do you have a door inside your house that just doesn't want to close, or it's rubbing, it's squeaking, it's giving all these problems? Well, stay tuned on this video because I'm going to give you 3 foolproof tricks that will definitely solve this problem. Stay tuned. Hey there friends, welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, consider pressing the subscribe notification bell so you could always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. So you're probably wondering what causes your doors to act up like this. Over time, there's expansion and contraction due to wood, settling, and there's also the constant use of your doors, especially doors that get used quite often. Your entry door, your bedroom doors, any kind of doors that you use a lot, they get wear and tear, and over time they start to shift. And you can tell right away that your door is unaligned because if you follow the line or the reveal right here, it just gets bigger and bigger, that gap. So what you're gonna need is a hammer, a punch tool, or if you don't have a punch tool, you can either use a nail as well. Let's try the punch tool. So you're gonna go to the hinge tunnel underneath and we're gonna pop out that hinge pin out. Punch it out. And that pin should come out. Now if you're using a nail, and you can punch it out that way too. And now you can take that pin, pull it out, make sure you save this for later. Now that the pin is out, we can actually move this door and make it more aligned and straight by pushing it that way. Notice how there's a little 1/4 inch gap here and it just goes to nothing. You can use shims or any type of credit card or any type of paper, cardboard even, and you can use that to wedge onto here so you can get the exact same amount of gap on the bottom so you can make it nice and uniform all throughout. I'm gonna put a shim here, nice and even right there. Now even the top got aligned, but look at this, the hinge tunnels are uneven. You got one going that way, the other one going that way. The tool that's readily available is you can use this adjustable wrench and just put it here, tighten it, and then you can just push this way, there you go, and align it with the door tunnel. Make sure that your crescent wrench is facing this way, and if it's in the other side, the other way around, because if you go this way, it's not going to work as well. Now if you don't have a crescent wrench, they also make this optional tool right here. Both ends have different sizes that you can use. You can use it and slide it over like that, and then you can use that and push and align it. The only problem with that is if you're aligning, that shim is gonna fall off. So if you're having that issue, I have this tool right here for you. It's called the shimming tool, and you can use that to pump. Just place this underneath the door. It acts just like, kind of like those things where you used to check your blood pressure, and you just pump it till you reach the necessary height that you need. So this can lift up to 2 inches and a capacity of 300 pounds. And what you can do is you can just pump it with your foot, and notice how this top right here, notice the gap. I'm starting to pump right now. Oh, that thing fell off. And notice how that gap is the perfectly now aligned right there. Perfectly now aligned right there. So yeah, if you don't have a shim tool, this will be the perfect one to adjust. So while you're adjusting, it'll stay in place and all your, whatever you shim through there doesn't fall off. It's a really important tool. And all the tools I use in this video, this tool, I'll try to leave all those links on the description down below if you're interested. But yeah, now you can adjust this effortlessly, and look how crooked that is. Now you can go and align it by using this tool right here. So just pick one, push, there you go. Now you can move down and push. There you go. So now that all these tunnels are aligned, now you can take your hinge pin, place it back in, take out your shim, and look at that. Now you have the nice gap right there, and your door should open perfect. No rubbing. Perfect. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comment section down below. Let's get to tip number 2. Hey there friends, sorry to interrupt, but if you find this video helpful so far, kindly hit that like and subscribe. It will greatly help out the channel. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Tip number 2 why your door is sagging is because you check out these screws right here on the hinges. Watch when I take this out. Sometimes these screws are only, look at that, 1 inch. So I highly suggest that you switch those out with a 3-inch screw. So this is just your 3-inch general purpose screw right here. So what this does is that this allows your door to fully attach to the frame of your house. Helps also with security and keeping your door nice and strong. Okay, so just replace that with that. So now your door is nice and fully secured to your house. Let's get to tip number 3. Hey there friends, very exciting news. I just created a second YouTube channel. That's right, it's called Mr. Fix This House. That's right, very original. But yeah, I wanted to make a own YouTube channel for just shorts only, short videos. I didn't want to put short videos on this YouTube channel because I didn't want to make it too messy. I want to keep this strictly long form so that if I have any thoughts that I just want to record, click, play, post, all that's going to be posted on the Mr. Fix This House YouTube channel. Okay, friends, so far we're at 1,000 subscribers and growing. So it's just newly launched. If you could kindly please help your boy support that channel, head over there, click that subscribe, watch a few of my videos. It will be greatly appreciated. And again, I'm not going to abandon this channel. It's going to be strictly for shorts, and this will be for long form. Sorry to talk your ear off, but yeah, just wanted to let you know. Another reason why your door is probably sagging is because you think that this is screwed in properly. Well, you try to screw this in tight, there's nothing keeping it in place, and your screw is just wildly going around in circles. Just get a regular screwdriver and then get myself a box knife. The screw should have a beveled head, and punch it on the side like that to get it out slowly. What you can do is get yourself some toothpicks, and you can smother this with wood glue or whatnot, or just shove it in there. It's perfectly fine, like so. There you go. Shove it there as deep as you can, and just, that's it, break it off. So there you have it friends, those are my 3 tips and tricks that will definitely solve your stubborn door problems. Let me know in the comment section down below which one of those that I showed you worked for you, and which one that I didn't mention on this video that would you like to share with the community. Kindly leave it in the comment section down below and share with all of us. And I could possibly make a video on those as well in the future. So friends, if you found this video super helpful, kindly hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. And don't forget to subscribe to my new YouTube channel for my short videos. It's called Mr. Fix This House. Alright friends, I'll leave that link also in the description down below. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I'll see you on the next video.